everyone, welcome to the show. My guest today is David, who brought us a custom Forex trading robot he developed. But right off the bat, I want to clarify the most important thing. This robot is not for sale, and honestly, it probably never will be. Hey David, welcome! This is a pretty unusual intro. If we can't buy the robot, why are we even talking about it today?
Hey Nora, hey everyone. Yeah, I admit, it sounds like the worst marketing pitch ever. Hey, I have this awesome thing, but you can't have it. So, it's a completely fair question. Why are we talking about it? We need a little backstory here. This robot was built by a group of 3 friends, and I'm proud to be one of them. And to be completely honest, we just have no idea how you could put a price tag on over 5 years of work by 3 people. Our days, nights, weekends, and even holidays went into this. It took daily learning, coding, testing, tons of mistakes, and redesigns. More than once, we looked at each other and said it would be way easier to just give up. So, to make a long story short, no, we won't sell this robot, and honestly, we wouldn't even really know how to.
I can totally understand that. But then, how can our listeners benefit from it?
Well, there is a way for you to see exactly what we've built. The platform I'm showing you today was originally designed purely for our own use. The goal was to check on the robot's performance anytime, anywhere, right from our phones or computers, without having to mess around with MetaTrader accounts.
So why did you decide to make this internal platform public after all?
Partly because of a serious professional debate. To be exact, we just got sick and tired of all the smoke and mirrors that so many self-proclaimed trading gurus pull on the internet. I'm sure you and the listeners know the type.
Oh, absolutely. The guy with the rented sports car showing off his phone under the palm trees?
Exactly. He catches a lucky week or a good month, opens a few positions with completely reckless risk, and when things happen to go his way, he quickly takes a couple of screenshots. And more often than not, it's on a demo account. Then the heavy marketing kicks in. Courses, mentorship programs, VIP groups, robots, books, exclusive communities, secret strategies. At this point, the only thing missing from the catalog is guru bathwater.
Right. And you somehow never see the losses.
Exactly. The losing periods never make it to Instagram. That stays behind the scenes. In this debate, our attitude was, all right, let's show the whole picture. Not just a successful week, not a cropped screenshot, and not a marketing brochure, but what the system actually does over the long haul.
But if transparency is really the goal, and you look down on this guru culture, why are you still charging money for it?
Because nobody works for free, not even priests, as the saying goes. Joking aside, I deeply believe that when you're willing to pay for something, you appreciate it more and dedicate more time to actually using it. Plus, we picked a really symbolic price compared to what the competition charges. I don't think this is going to replace our main income, but who knows? But we do need to clear one thing up right now. There is no market in the world where you are guaranteed to double or triple your capital every month.
Even though that's what most of them promise.
Sure, because that's what sells. You can trade in kamikaze mode sometimes. You can play with insane leverage and hit a massive home run once in a while. But that's not investing. That's gambling. Think about it. If someone were truly able to double their wealth every single month, do you really think they'd be selling you their secret for a few dollars on the internet? Would you?
Probably not. I wouldn't need to teach strangers on the internet for cents if I were making billions every month with my own method.
See? Exactly. A good rule of thumb to know an advertised strategy doesn't work is when someone has to sell books and training about it instead of just profiting from it. In other words, they have to sell their own time, just like you or anybody. That's why it's always worth pausing for a second when you come across unrealistic return promises. In most cases, these people don't make a living from trading. They make a living from selling you the illusion of trading.
So let's move on to the less sexy but much more realistic part. What can your system actually do?
Our robot doesn't promise instant miracles. Looking at the results over the past year and a half, we've achieved an average portfolio growth of about 6.2% per month. Is that a lot or a little? Everyone can decide for themselves. For us, it's enough. We believe in stability. For us, predictable growth over the long run is way more important than hitting a massive profit once, only to burn the account down with one bad decision later.
By the way, if you look at what government bonds or an ETF package pay annually right now, a monthly return of around 6% doesn't sound bad at all, especially if you can reinvest your profits and let compound interest do its thing.
Absolutely. But of course, past performance is no guarantee of future results. It's crucial to emphasize that. And let me make it 100% clear again. We are not giving away the robot. We aren't selling it, we aren't launching a course, there won't be a mentorship program, and we aren't building an MLM system either. We don't want to build another day job for ourselves. We're really testing this out mostly out of curiosity, because the system was already in place. We're curious to see if there's a bigger market demand for dreams or for real results.
Could you explain a bit more specifically what someone actually gets when they sign up?
Full insight into how the system works. You see the positions, you see the decisions, you see the results. If you want, you can copy these trades on your own account at your own risk. But you, and only you, remain responsible for your own results. The information on the site does not constitute investment advice and is not a guarantee. This is simply a transparent tool so you can see exactly how we trade.
There is one thing I noticed while checking out the platform that might seem strange to many. There are no lot sizes shown. What's the reason for that?
It's very simple. Lot size on its own means absolutely nothing. Everyone trades with a different capital, different risk tolerance, and different goals. We don't want to encourage anyone to take on more risk than their financial situation allows. By the way, right after logging in, you'll see a recommendation on how we manage our own risk and how much margin we keep behind our positions. We fundamentally work with many smaller positions, rather than a single gigantic entry where you either win or end up praying.
So, how do you display the results if not in lot sizes or dollars?
In pips, meaning the market price movement. I know it sounds a bit strange at first, but it's the least misleading solution. If we posted that we made $100 on a trade, that gives you zero useful information, because it doesn't mean your account will see the same profit. But the market movement is the exact same for everyone.
And what about the losses?
Yes, there will be losing positions too. If anyone promises you a system with zero losses, you should say goodbye to them very quickly. Losses are a natural part of trading. The point isn't for every single trade to be profitable, but for the big picture to stay positive over the long haul.
How does the system operate on a daily basis?
Practically from market open to market close, completely automatically. We use multiple strategic models at the same time, so you'll see short-term scalp trades, day trades, and longer-term positions. There are two main menu items, open positions and closed positions. Under closed positions, you can review all our past decisions, and you can use filters to select exactly what you're curious about. But one important note. This is not a traditional signal group.
So, we shouldn't expect 2 analyses a week?
Exactly. Don't expect us to try and predict next month once a week. Trades happen here in real time, sometimes up to 30 or 40 positions a day, if market conditions warrant it. We primarily trade the American dollar Japanese yen and British pound/Japanese yen pairs, because they fit our carry trade concept best. We combine this with several day trading strategies that analyze the market across different timeframes, using indicators like Z-score and chandelier exit. I won't dive any deeper into that right now, but there are roughly 100,000 lines of code responsible for the precision of our decisions.
That sounds like an incredible amount of work. If someone feels drawn to this kind of honest, cards-on-the-table approach, where can they find you guys?
Just head over to signalcrumbs.com, which is available in 21 languages. You'll find all the additional details about the robot there, and you can even try it out completely free for 7 days. To use it, you'll need a Patreon account, which is how the login is handled, so we don't store any of your personal data. And if someone decides after the trial period that this service isn't for them,
They can simply cancel the subscription, and that's it.
We'll definitely put the link in the show notes so you can find it easily. David, what would you like to leave our listeners with?
If you find this service useful, we're thrilled. But we ask everyone to always stay disciplined. Greed in the stock market usually charges a very expensive tuition fee. Unfortunately, or fortunately, everyone learns this sooner or later. Patience, discipline, and proper risk management, though, will be your best friends over the long haul. Take one small step toward your goals every day, and over time, you'll reach them. See you at Signal Crumbs!
David, thank you so much for bringing us this transparent system. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in. See you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye, everyone!